Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming back to my YouTube channel. Okay, and for those who are just tuning in for the first time, welcome to my YouTube channel, Deb Chanel's 48th World. Okay, basically, we're going to be hitting the Bold and the Beautiful soap opera review for 2 days. Tuesday, season 31, episode 60, and then we're going to go into Wednesday's episode, season 31, episode 61. The one that aired on Wednesday yesterday was kind of boring, kind of dry. So that's why I thought I'll just move it on into one video with two parts into it. So let's go on and get into Tuesday's episode. Okay, we got Brooke just can't believe that Thorne kissed her, and it was a nice kiss, or pleasantly uh, planted on her lips. Nothing with force of excitement or anything like that. But then they weren't getting ready to get busy either, so no loss, no foul. Okay. Then Thorne has apologized for doing so, but he didn't want to offend her if that's how she took it. And she like, no offense, no flag on the play. She just was taken back because she didn't know he was gonna do that to her. It was surprised her. Okay. Um, but she definitely told me she took no offense to that reception he, put on her. And Brooke is throwing out the compliments on Thorne as well. So, she giving a mixed signal. So hey, go for your play, Thorne. Go for your play. Seemed like we made a touchdown to me. Okay, then we got RJ is coming to his dad, Reg, about his designs. And he's wanting to design. I'm like, wait a minute, you just was an intern trying to be a supervisor over the interns. Now you're designing like your cousin Zende. Where's all this found um epiphany of wanting to be a designer? I'm like, I'm not sure. I'm not knowing where this is going. And it seems like everybody wants to design now in the family. So I'm like, really? Is that where we're going with this? So basically, Ridge takes a look at his little designs he done put on his tablet, and Ridge is amazed. I'm like, so it don't necessarily have to be in your blood. You just have to study other people's work. So, Ridge, I tell you, look in the mirror. Look in the mirror, okay? Because you're doing too much. Doing too much for me. So anyway, um, we move on. We got Quinn is designing wedding rings, and I'm kind of confused. I'm like, okay, they get into a new line, or has it something they already been started with throwing her in the mix, or being a partnership with the fashion apparel and her jewelry designs, making them look even more beautiful. I didn't know she was making jewelry for weddings now. Okay. Then a new intern comes in and delivers some mail to Ivy. Seems like he's from down under, meaning Australia. I say, okay, cute. Or he could be British. I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to throw in the stores these days with all these different cultures coming about, having its play in our mixture of the soaps. Okay. But he's looking good. And I said, oh Lord, now RJ gonna have to fight for Coco's look. Cause when Coco take a look at him, Simon is what they calling him. Like, is he looking like a little Simon Cowell of, the American Idol man that came and brought that to the United States? So I don't know. I'm just confused. I'm a little confused, but a little excited at the same time. Need a little civil robbery, even on, well, not civil robbery, but I guess people, younger people fighting over women now instead of the old heads. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, moving out, Coco, look out, because you got new digs to be playing on this show. Anyway, we got Maya and Nicole are playing catch up with one another. Maya showing her a lot of portfolios or pictures of where she went. Her and Rick had went traveling across the country doing something. I don't know what they're doing, what they're trying to promote. But they're in South Africa, and they were like, seeing the people over there loving them, and them the people loving them as well. So I don't know what's going on, but that's what her and Maya were doing. Nicole, and kind of having a little small talk about Thorne being back under uh, Brooke's roof, and she's supposed to be belonging to Red. So it's all trying to make it to a nice storyline. I'm not sure where they're going with it, because they failing miserably in my eyes, because I'm tired of Brooke having to have the pick of the best type of men, the pick crop. You know what I'm saying? The what do you call it? The pick of the crop of the best players in the field for her to, partake of when she need to be by herself. You know, she need to sit by herself because I'm tired of seeing her ending up, you know, after she goes and destroys somebody else's marriage and, you know, wreck their lives and make them feel like they didn't need that person in their life. She needed them more than they did. You know, I'm talking about her sister Katie. So I'm just tired. I need Katie to win more on the soap opera. Yeah, bring Donna back in. I'm just tired of Brooke. Brooke need to go away for a while. That's what I think. But anyway, moving on. We got Simon, the new intern. He's asked by Ivy to choose what type of ring cut he would prefer to give a woman. And he wants, he's kind of being flirtatious a little bit with Ivy, enlisting her, or her fingers, I should say, to try on the diamonds that Quinn has definitely did an outstanding job in creating. Okay. And this 8 carats, honey, it ain't no 1 carat like some I be wearing, for myself, not marrying myself, but just having a selection of jewelry looking pretty on my hand. I'm still at the 1 carat, okay? But shit, the god dog it, they look like they look very pretty, but they look like replicas, like fake jewelry. But we know they get down. That'd be the real kit and caboodle. And I like the emerald cut myself. I don't too much like the circle cuts on any type of rings. I kind of like the pear shape, the emerald cut, and there's some other cut I like, but I can't think of it at this time. Dang, I can't think of it. Princess cut. Is it the princess cut I like? I can't remember. But anyway, it was another cut of jewelry that I like, but I like the emerald. It's just very classy, just like Ridge had said. But I'm like, Ridge, are you stupid? Why? All the jewelers you would know, unless you're getting this ring free. Okay? Which I don't know how your dad's company can come out, or even Queen Line can come out with you comping, or getting pro bono jewelry, expensive 8 carat jewelry like that. Girl, man, please, where's your pocketbook? Where's your wallet? You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna choose Queen of all people, the one that you had an affair with, literally. Well, infidelity when it came just locking lips and ending up on the bed, because that's where it was gonna go until somebody said, "Flag on play, let's get up from here." Which Queen was the what do you call it? The level-headed person that got y'all out of that situation, because you gonna go straight for the gusto, okay? It was gonna be full-fledged, blown, total fidelity. Even you got to lust after somebody, or you can kiss on somebody that you're not supposed to be doing that with, you already done committed a sin. You know what I'm saying? But no sin is greater than the other sin. That you may find yourself in. But just to get off that, because I was my soap opera rambling on. Um, the intern chooses Queen's cut that she designed. I mean, she made both sets of rings, but she was more likable, or she was more so geared to choosing the emerald cut. So that's what, and I was more favorable of the circular type cut, and he didn't choose that. He was more attracted to and willing to purchase, I guess, if he had to, for some lovely person he wanted to spend the rest of his life with. He would have chose the emerald cut too, which was Quinn's favorite. So again, it won out. Ivy gets a little upset, but it's all in good banter. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. So he leaves and goes on his merry way, and Queen kind of picks at Ivy a little bit. Then we move on to RJ. RJ is asking his dad, "How can Uncle Thorne come between you and Mom? He's the best out of the best of the crop of the clan." Okay, what are you talking about, Dad? Then Rich thinks about the kiss he had with Queen and what they share, because they didn't really get to the meat and potatoes with RJ and tell him what really truly happened. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. And Rich, or they give us an ideal of Rich going back down memory lane, remembering that kiss he shared with Quinn. But now everybody knows except for RJ, I guess. You know what I'm saying? He don't need to know. It ain't affecting him one way or the other, because this whole thing about putting our family back together. Hell, y'all already together. The Spencers and the Logans and the Foresters always spend every holiday together. So it ain't like y'all ain't intertwined with their business dealings. So it's already in the same boat. Moving on from there. We got small talk going on between Brooke and Thorne about upsetting RJ and not marrying her. His dad, her used to be his father, her child, because you know forget RJ. RJ is grown. Okay, he trying to live his life. Thorne made a very good point. He gonna be out the house in 3 years anyway. So stop using the kids. What about you? What about you? And I'm like, Brooke need to go somewhere. She might need to go to South Africa for a while, get a African man and deal with him for a minute. Now, I like to see them do other stuff, not the same predictable, same people type of format they're gonna have them cling to. I mean, if not, go let them marry a Cuban, Dominican. What else can we do? Asian. Give me something, someone else for Brooke to partake of and have in a romantic setting of a relationship other than Bridge and Thorn, Ridge and Thorn, Ridge Thorn Bill, Ridge Thorn Bill. All of it's just coming too familiar, if you get what I'm saying. Okay, moving on. We have him also telling her, you're not gonna be able to do anything with Rich. Rich gonna cheat again. You know it, I know it, your gut know it. Okay. Then he goes on to say, well, if you're gonna marry anybody, you should marry me. Pretty much. And then Nicole's kind of hearing, the conversation going, and she's looking at both of them looking intently at each other and stuff. And she moses on back to go have a conversation with her sister, Maya, on what she had saw. Because she initially came out of the room speaking with her sister and sharing their moments of their travels here and there and how lucky they are to be married to such rich uh men and how their lives drastically changed and this that and third. She was going to get a soda pop or some water. I don't know what she was going to partake of. And it could have been a bottle of wine. Who knows? Vodka, Hennessy, something. I don't know. But she stopped in tracks because other things was going on and she didn't want to interfere with the, I guess, the emotions both her and Brooke and Thorne were sharing at the time. So then we got small talk going on between Ivan and Quinn about the rings, still banter, nice, pleasant banter, nothing, upsetting or anything of that nature or negative. Then we got Nicole and Maya talk about what she just saw between Brooke and Thorne. And, Maya's not really believing it, but then she can believe it because she knows the history from what Rick had told her about Thorne and her and Brooke being married once in the past lifetime. Then we got Quinn takes the 8-carat rings that she has constructed and created for Ridge to choose from to give to Brooke as a, I guess, engagement ring, or I don't know how they get down. You know what I'm saying? They have one beautiful ring after one beautiful ring after, several beautiful rings. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many rings have Ridge given you and what have you done with those rings? Okay. I'm not even sure. But anyway, um, it just is what it is. We move on from that situation. We got Liam still talking. Um, I'm sorry. We got Thorn. Um, is telling her he came home for her and to design with the family's company. Thorn tells Brooke to consider her options before talking or taking another whirlwind ride with Ridge and the relationships he poses as going to be the one that's going to, conquer them all and keep them together and this, that, and third. And then he goes on to say, well, hell, why don't I marry me? And I'm like, good Lord, really? Then we got Maya gives all the information to Nicole. She knows on Brooke's past with Thorne and their connection and the new connection they're finding with each other. Nicole said, well, hey, I don't know. Rich might be fighting an uphill battle because how they were looking at one another. It's more going on than meets the eye. So then we got Ridge asked Quinn to keep quiet about making the rings for him for Brooke, because it just stir up all bad memories, this, that, and third. I'm like, Ridge, come on. Come on. It's going to be known, and she's not going to want to wear that ring, even though it's gorgeous. But the person that made it is going to, deter her from wanting to wear it because every time she look at it, it's going to be a reminder of what you and Quinn shared and probably still share at this time because one uh previous current incident, she saw you in the office and you and Quinn was looking kind of intently together, working together, even though y'all were working on jewelry. And it could have been seen innocent by some other person peeking in, but it's just some connections that she felt that y'all still too close for comfort. And then you're gonna have this woman make a ring for your wife. That's well your future wife or who you think you want as your future wife. That just don't make no sense to me. But moving on, we got Brooke goes on and tells Thorne about the kiss and that Queen and Ridge had shared together that fateful day that told her she didn't want to marry Ridge, at least not at that time. That they shared on the beach, making her remember because Thorne was saying sometimes you need to talk about these past discretions that are negative so you can move on from them. So she got on to give him the 411 on what happened. And he was like, see, I would never do that to you. And he's pining for her. And we got small talk still going on between the consequences with Brooke and Bermuda Triangle that the writers have thrown both of them in, meaning the two brothers, with Brooke being at the center. And my and Nicole are talking about how it would be very devastating if they both were to compete for her. I'm like, y'all two are just passengers riding on the train. Okay, y'all married into the family, not born into the family. So stop it. Don't do nothing but be innocent bystanders. And if the chips fall where y'all need to, do damage control, be there to pick it up. Other than that, don't worry about it. It shouldn't affect you all's lives at all. Okay, then we got small talk still going on between Ridge and Quinn. And Ridge tells Quinn Thorne knows about us, and she's looking kind of crazy, but it is what it is. Everybody know about y'all. They just don't talk about it. Okay. Then we got small talk still going on between Thorne and Brooke. And Ridge calls, but Thrawn refuses Brooke to answer the phone. I'm like, go on, step up your game, man. Go on, step up your game. But I would have hit you upside the head pretty much if you would have did me like that. You don't mess with my phone. You let me choose if I want to get that, and then I can resume my conversation with you. Doesn't matter, but that's what Brooke do. She let me walk all over her. Okay. Then Thorne go on and tell her, if you're gonna marry somebody, marry me. Of course, Brooke is shocked. I'm shocked, but not really. You know what I'm saying? This is how the writers get down. So that was all the episode for Tuesday, excuse me, Tuesday, which was season 31, episode 60. Much better than the one they gave us on Wednesday because it's just a repeatance of basically what happened on Tuesday. So we're gonna go right on into Wednesday's episode, season 31, episode 61. Got Rich goes over to see his daughter Steph, check on her, see how she's doing. 'Cause she hadn't been coming in the office lately, but we knew she needed to do some repairing on her marriage and this, that, and the third and what's going on in her life and her marriage. And Steph says Liam and her are putting their life back together. Her main priority is to work on that marriage and this, that, and the third. I'm like, yeah, because you ain't doing that as CEO. You might well just take the whole rest of the year off and stay at home. Because you ain't doing nothing, girl. It's on paper that you co-CEO. You ain't really running nothing. Okay, we're moving on from there. We got the Spencer men and Justin discussing business at the office, and Dollar Bill he's just in a bad mood. You know what I'm saying? Like Scrooge around Christmas time. And then Bill doesn't want to be involved with the discussion of discussing money. And I'm like, everybody knows something wrong with Bill. Because that's why he got the nickname Dollar Bill. He only worry about that dollar. And when he's not worried about a dollar, something is majorly wrong. So they're trying to get on him and he's just cussing everybody out. Not verbally, you know what I'm saying, with the cuss words, the actual cuss word, but his demeanor it cuts just like you being cussed at. But everybody trying to give his dad some advice about settle down. We know you're going through a rough patch with Brooke, this, that, and third, because they are getting divorced as well. But hello, hello, Sean. It's time for you to go. All right, thank you. Bye. Bye. And then we got we already know what Bill did. We already know why he's acting the way he's acting. So we just gonna move on from that mess. Cause Liam ain't doing that, but just pouring on the guilt, making his dad a little bit upset, and then his dad wants some fresh meat, as you can say. And he wants Steffi, and he just feels like he's being denied all the way around. Okay, then Bill tells everyone to get out of his office. Everyone complies except for Liam. Liam said he's gonna stay back, fall back and talk to his dad and try to get him out his mood. But he just don't know. Liam is his mood. Okay, because he wants his wife. Or he done had his wife. He just want a lot more of her. Okay. Where he can display her in the open. Then we got Steph is lying to herself, to her dad about her situation with Liam and her part she played in the rough patch that they're going through. She ain't telling nobody. Only person she's able to divulge this information to is the Lord up above and how she acting, Satan and Bill. But it just is what it is. Then we get Rich, gets a call from Pam to come back to the office to do this, that, and third. They have a little light banter about how Pam is a crackpot and she can't have too much things by herself running the office, so he gonna have to kind of get back real soon. But she's family, so you are gonna take care of family. And so but really he came over there to check on Steffi as well as to show her the rings he's trying to give Brooke. and the one he did choose. And of course, Steffi is like, "Oh, it's beautiful, this is gorgeous, this that. I'm so happy for you, Dad." I'm like, "Yeah, because he's cut from the same cloth. Both y'all are Masronis, and y'all just love to have affairs and wreck people's lives and this, that, and third. So of course you would be happy for your daddy. Why not?" Oh, but anyway, go from there. We have small talk going on between Liam and Bill about Steffi. Liam is just looking, he ain't looking at Bill's body language, his facial expressions, that every time he says Steffi's name, Bill reacts for the negative. Okay? Like, watch body language. You can tell a lot about a person's demeanor and probably what's going on with them. Liam, stop talking. Listen, Liam. That's what we want you to do for the rest of the year and for 2018. Okay, then we got Liam telling how he found out about Steffi being at her granddad's guest house by Quinn. Bill explores that possibility of conversation a little further just to see how much Quinn knows and how much she infiltrated on his plan of keeping Liam in the dark about that situation that particular night when it happened, meaning him and Steffi got busy in the bed. Okay, probably made a little baby too. We don't know. Okay, but I'm sure they're gonna play that part up too. But the information just comes out the way they don't really know anything. Not really. Not right now. But it still hurts because Bill still wants Steffi. Okay, then we got small talk going on between Steffi and Ridge about Bill and the pain Bill has caused their family. And Steffi takes up for Bill. But then she like, "Oh, I can't do that. That's not right." She changes her mind and she like, "Let's just not talk about Bill altogether." No, I know you don't want to talk about him because you're in the same boat that's gonna sink soon. Okay, then we got Liam still talking to his dad about Stafford Brooke and how his dad and is hurting and he just want to take some of the pain away from him and guilt just written all over Bill's face. Then we got Bill is just drinking too much. Every time we talk about that fateful night that him and Steffi slept together, what it would do to him talking to Liam about it, him not being able to tell what he did, because Bill don't get down like that. He has secrets that would die with him. Okay? Liam is pouring on the compliments to his dad, and Bill is feeling guilty, guilty, guilty. He's trying to tell Liam that he will lose. He can't tell him really the truth because he will lose Liam and the family. Okay? He will be an outsider, an outcast. Then we got Justin and Wyatt comes back for business and find Bill by himself. They try to figure out where Liam gone. The dad, meaning Bill, tells them he went home to be with his wife. That's first priority. And, Wyatt gets upset to him. Why I can't go? Just acting like a spoiled child. But he was only playing. And honey, Bill tears into him like it ain't nobody's business. And he kind of, try to want to brush off on Justin, but Justin gets him in check pretty much and like, look, we fine, we cool, we gonna go on about our business because we know you just getting on our nerves. We ain't got time for you. So then we got Liam comes home and finds Steffi calling herself going to the beach and she's trying to figure out why you're here. What happened, this, that, and third, and nothing happened. He said, Dad just gave me the day off, and I just came home to be with you, this, that, and third, which is a bunch of hogwash podge, okay? But that's basically all that happened for Wednesday's episode. And I'll get back with you all to give y'all Thursday, tomorrow, which I'll probably have this video and then that one too. So I'm catching up. I'm catching up. But it is what it is. It was kind of boring, dry for Wednesday's episode. That's why I did them in 2 videos. So I hope y'all enjoyed. Share my videos, like my videos, and definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Y'all have a blessed day, blessed rest of your week, and a great weekend. And I'll talk to you soon for more Bold and the Beautiful at a later date. Thanks. Bye-bye.